So welcome to the participants for the Space for Inspiration conference. Europe faces unprecedented societal, economic and security challenges, and we need to develop new services that can project the lives of people, assets and natural resources, and space has enormous untapped potential to play a role in tackling these pressing current and future crises, while simultaneously providing a new impulse for the European space sector. In this context, also exploration has its role to play. More than any other space activity, space exploration offers a unique blend of curiosity and opportunity. The curiosity to venture into the unknown in search for new horizons and new knowledge, and the opportunity to return to society the many benefits of making the journey. The US, Russia, China and India already have human spaceflight or are rapidly advancing their plans. Europe must seize the opportunity to be part of the top tier in space activities, which boosts economic growth, innovation and the creation of new jobs and services. To this effect, ESA has released Terra Nova 2030 Plus, its first ever integrated strategy roadmap for exploration, giving an ambitious perspective for the current and next generations, while always delivering measurable benefits for society today and tomorrow. The top exploration objectives are threefold: to create new opportunities in low Earth orbit for a sustained European presence in the post-ISS era, to enable the first European to explore the Moon's surface by 2030, and to prepare the horizon goal of Europe being part of the first human mission to Mars. This is literally space for inspiration at its best. In the strategy, Europe sees logistics to LEO, Moon and Mars as backbone for decades to come, and contemplates autonomous human spaceflight on European launchers to enable constant scientific breakthroughs and technological developments, and ensuring Europeans have a seat at the ever-increasing table of space explorers. The rise of commercial use of space is transforming our industry worldwide, creating a true new space shift. Europe cannot afford to miss this transformation, and Terra Nova 2030 Plus fully embeds and accompanies these objectives. In line with the ESA Agenda 2025, it aims to stimulate a more vibrant and dynamic commercial space ecosystem. In this context, wherever appropriate, Terra Nova 2030 Plus encourages a shift from hardware-focused procurement to implementing activities through purchase of end-to-end services. At Space for Inspiration, ESA will host 2 days of inspiring talks and discussions on the future of commercial space exploration on LEO and lunar economy. It will be an opportunity to learn about commercialization, such as the Business in Space Growth Network and other ESA initiatives that aim at creating an ecosystem for commercial services and products to thrive across space and Earth and meet our commercial partners. The most precious gift from an ambitious exploration program is not a single solution or discovery. It is the infinite source of inspiration from discoveries and solutions, giving a positive we can do perspective to this and the next generations who are astronauts on spaceship Earth. Thank you for your attention, and now I would like to lead over to the next speaker, who is Geraldine Naja, our Director for Commercialization, Industrial Policy and Procurement. Goodbye.
Space for Inspiration, I think, is a great title, because space has been, for me, and I believe many people, a source of inspiration since many decades. It's a source of questions about who we are, where our future lies, and where our species comes from. It's also inspiration in everyday life, because I believe that the future of our planet will be directly derived from what we do in space, and in particular for what concerns climate change. Space is an indispensable tool. Maybe I should say a few words about this new Directorate for Commercialization, Industry and Procurement. The purpose is to give the European Space Agency, let's say, a corporate function about commercialization, bringing together some activities and making sure that all the relevant activities to commercialization across the agency are undertaken in a coherent frame and along a coherent policy. And I must say that in particular, the Directorate for Human and Robotic Exploration is very much of a precursor, because it already includes commercialization and, let's say, private space activities in its remits, and it is very active about this. So we have, for instance, within the Commercialization Directorate, we have a network of business incubation centers. We have some activities geared to, let's say, helping companies scale up and grow. We put together a network of private investors. So basically, we aim to support and encourage promising companies to grow and become the future unicorns of tomorrow. What has changed in the last decade? There are so many things. Of course, the advent of new space in the US, but also the fact that the barrier of access to space has lowered considerably. The cost of accessing to space has gone down, and now many new companies, very small companies, can develop their own infrastructure, their own satellites, even their own small launchers. And that is really a new feature. Space is now open to everyone, and space is also much more integrated into the economy and the society. And I think it is now a very good news for space that it is recognized as a tool for all of us, for the citizens, for the policies, for the states, but also for growth and economy. And finally, I would like to say a few words on the future. I believe that the low Earth orbit economy and later on the lunar economy will become prominent features of space. The Directorate for Human and Robotic Exploration is very active in this. It will hopefully, together with us, contribute to the development of this LEO economy and lunar economy, and it will make sure that space continues to be a source for inspiration for us, for the whole humankind, and for all our societies.